Hey guys, and welcome back to G Can't Play. Another strategy here for you today. This one, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be building up the outside. So the way this one works is we are going to bet across. We're going to do start on the minimum here, which is $10 table. So a total of 64 across. And the way it works is if the 5, 6, 8, or 9 win, we're going to use those winnings to build up the 4 and the 10. If the 4 or the 10 hit, then we are going to collect. Now, in terms of odds and chances of numbers hitting, obviously the 4 and the 10 are least likely to hit. 6, 7, 8 are most likely to hit. So if you're looking at it purely statistically, um, this may not be a great strategy because the 4 and the 10 don't come that often. The upside to building the 4 and the 10 is that they pay better um, than the inside numbers. So, for instance, 12 here pays 14, 10 here plays 18, I believe is correct, whereas the 10 pays 20. So the outside pays better than the other numbers. So if we can build those ones up nice, and then we get a hit on it, it's going to be good for us. We're going to collect some money. I'm going to just play how you normally play with the puck off, the bets are off, then we'll establish a number. You can obviously play your bets with the puck off as well if you want to. In that case, we would have been able to build up some money, and we might do that a little later on in the video, just to see the different ways. Gives you more chances to start building early. There's no real reason not to. It's just that some people don't like to. Okay, there we go. 10 plays 14. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this one over. We're going to take that 14, throw in a dollar, and build that up to 25. And the way I'm going to do it is 8s and 9s will build the 10, 6 and 5 will build the 4. So, as I said before, I was going to do with the puck off. Let's do it that way. Let's just give us the most opportunity we can to make money. Okay, so 10 plays 18, so I was wrong there. I think if you buy it, it pays double. If you place, it pays the same as the number one inside. But if you buy, it has to be a minimum, as you saw. If I move this over, it goes up to 20. But once it's on there, then it pays double. But there's a hit, so we collect that one. That one just went to make sure we don't add money where we shouldn't. Snake Eyes, not going to help us there. Let's go again. And obviously we're looking for nice long rolls. There we go, 12 pays 14, so that's another 15. We're going to make it. And one thing I might look at doing, even though I said the 8 and 9 build the 10 and the 5 and 6 build the 4, there's the 7. Unfortunately, not making any money off that one, down $50. If this one does start getting really high, I might, and these ones are still hitting, I might use it to build up the 4 as well, just to make it nice and even. Okay, let's go again. 7 is a downside, we're playing the puck off. If it was not on there, we would have survived that round, but we're not too worried about that. And then the 4, we'll take that $18. Let's see if we can get something going here. 6, easy 6. So as you can see, it pays 14, but we're going to throw a dollar in. Make it nice and even. There's an 8, so now we'll jump up the other side, move it over to a buy. There we go. Wouldn't mind a 4 or a 10 now. I think if we got a 4 or a 10 now, that would make us out of the hand because we started with 64 across. We get 50 plus the 14. Plus the 18 we won on the 4. Okay, that was the 9 paying 14, so we add another 15 to here. To 40 now. That would definitely get us out of the hand. Okay, 5 pays 14. And there we go. That's another correction I have to make. I was saying that this made 18, but it makes 14. And the 10 makes 18 at that initial level. And then we up this one to 12, and that also pays 14. Okay, there's an 8, so another 15. Up to 55 now. We would love to see a 10. There's another 6. Building up nice and evenly now. They're keeping up with each other. Would love to see one of the numbers hit though. There's a 9. Another 15 there. And with all systems, you've got to think about your bankroll and where you are in relation to how much money you've made. As you can see, all this money coming in. We're obviously testing out a strategy, so we will probably push a little bit harder than you would if you were out on the table. But if you're playing for your own money, then you might look at regressing and going back down and taking some profit. So let's just take stock of where we are. So we've got 55 there and 85 there. So if we come back down, as you can see, we're back to that $50 after we've lost a couple of hands. So we were at 85 there. And no, sorry, what was that? 55 there. Okay, let's see if we can get a 4 or 10. There we go, there's the 10. Love to see it. So 85 pays 170 minus the $4 of the VIG, so 166. That definitely gets us out of the hand. And as you can see in our rack, we're almost back to even, and in our total bankroll, we're up $180. So if we brought this all down now, we've made almost $200. So not bad. And then we hit the other side as well. Lovely. Another $110 there. Puck is off. We're going to keep playing with these bets on. And now another 10. Beautiful. Another $170. This is exactly what we want to see. As you can see now, even if we do lose the money on the table, we're up $266. So shooter number 2 has been very nice to us. 213, just a little breather. Let's see if we can keep pushing, see if we can get some black chips out here. There's the 8. Here we go. First one. $100 on the 10. Would love to see that one pop up again. Got the box cars. 12. Let's get a 10, shall we? Another 8. Keep pushing. And as you can see here, we're up almost $500 overall if we were to bring everything down. So if this was the real world, I might bank that and go home happy. Remember, always play with what you're willing to lose. There's the 7. Okay, well, we got that one up to $115 from $10 there. We went through 20 rolls. Okay, that was a really good shooter for us. Let's go to shoot number 3. Another 7. Taking some of that profit away from us. It's okay. Let's go again. 213. Not worried about that. Let's get a point established. Let's start building those numbers. There we go, the 8. So we're up to 25 on the 10. Another 9. To $40. So you can see with a couple hits, quite quickly you get up to a decent level. And you can start making some money if you do hit those outside numbers. But as I was saying, They are one of the lower odds of hitting, as there are only a couple combinations of each: 213, 224, 2 5s, and a 6-4. So the 11 doesn't help us. That one does though. Nice 6 there. Put another 15 on the 4. See if we're going to get one of those outside numbers going. Another 6. We don't mind those inside numbers continuing to hit as long as one of the outside numbers does eventually come. We just don't want to see that 7 ruining our day. Okay, this one's built back up. And there's the 7. Even if I've got one hit there, that would have got us out of the hand. It would have been nice. But it wasn't to be. It's okay. And as you can see, still up overall. But nowhere near that $500 we were at. Okay, there's an 8. Build up that 10. And not getting anywhere this time. And obviously, more often than not, you're not going to get a chance to build this one up. I think the average time a 7 comes is sort of in the first 8 or so rolls. So you need to be getting long rolls for this one to get you anywhere. This isn't one of those strategies where you get a couple hits and get out. You're relying on those long rolls to build up the outside numbers and getting that hit to cash in. And there's another 7. And as you can see, back into the negative numbers on our bankroll. So it hasn't taken too long to get back to there. But on the other hand, it doesn't take you too long to get back up to a higher number as well if you get a good little run like we did with roll number 2. Okay, out on the 8. And it's always interesting to try these different little strategies. There's a 10, take that, $50, that almost gets us out of the hand. Because quite often when you're playing for real money, you sort of go to the tried and true strategies because you're a bit worried about protecting your bankroll. So being able to jump on a video and try out something different is some good fun, even if they don't work out. Would love another 4 or 10 here, because that would definitely get us out of the hand. 2 and 3, almost one off that 4. Let's go, one more hit, let's get out of the hand. Let's start making some money. Preferably a 10 at this point, because that's the one that's been built up the most. At this stage, if these ones hit, I might pop it on the 4. Just gives us a better chance of making some better money. 4 combinations instead of 2 at a higher number. There we go, lovely. 70 pays 140. Let's see if we can keep this train going. There's snake eyes again. Every number's been hit. I have seen situations where you're up to sort of 60, 70 rolls and you still haven't seen a 2 or a 3. There's a 10, lovely. 70 pays 140 minus the VIG, so we get 137. And there's a 6. Another way you can play it is I'm putting $15 on here. You could put $10 on, take $4 profit. Obviously, when these ones hit, it's going to be a bit lower earning, but you're chipping away a little bit at the initial bet and minimizing your losses a little bit, doing it that way as well. So that's sort of a safer way of doing it, but does hurt your earning potential, because you obviously want the 4 and the 10 to be as big as possible when they do hit. Okay, nice little roll here. We've made our money back. We're back into profit nicely. Lovely, that's what we want to see. Another one for us. Let's keep this one going. Okay, another 9, and that puts us into the black chip. Perfect. Now, if any of these ones hit, I might start building up the 4. Now that we've got that black chip there. Let's see if we can get one more hit here. Another snake eyes. And there's the 7, not going to happen for us today. Okay, well, I might leave the video there. And the reason for that is I think we've shown how the system works quite well. And we're in profit. We made $340, so it's quite a positive way to end the video. Not quite as long as my other ones on the channel, but I thought end on a positive note today. Make some money. We've shown how the strategy works. I do quite like the strategy. Obviously, you've got to get those long rolls. It was the 2 rolls that went up to 20 that made us our money. And you've got to hit those 4s and 10s. No use having a roll of 20 if you don't hit a 4 or a 10. It's not going to get you anywhere unless you regress back down. So, yeah, nice strategy. Obviously, a lot of risk on this one. You've got all that money out there and you're continually using it to build up that 4 and 10. And obviously, it's not profit until it's back in the rack. But I hope you enjoyed, guys. This was building up the outside, and I will catch you on the next one. Catch you later, guys.